Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm First James Funk, and I'd like to welcome you to my first Kaiju number 8 chapter review, chapter 28. Now, a brief catch up on the previous chapter. On chapter 27, we saw Captain Shoshiro go up against the second humanoid Kaiju, and we see him, what it looks like he finished him off with his number 68 eightfold slasher. And from the last chapter, the second humanoid Kaiju seems to be expanding as if it's going to explode. Now, following on from onto the current chapter, chapter 28, we see the kaiju continue to expand. Now, both the console operator, who's back at the base, Okanagi, and Captain Shishio are both thinking the same thing, that this second form kaiju is going to is going to explode. Now, the second form kaiju's sudden expansion has triggered Kafka. He's sensed this and picked this up, so maybe we're going to see him rush forward to the battle to help Captain Shishiro. We'll find out. We'll wait and see. But him noticing this, his son suddenly changed his whole attitude, and the other soldiers have picked up on this. They've even asked Mr. Hibino. They've noticed that Kafka's started. He's acting different. Now Kafka's thinking, what the hell? My detection ability activated, but I'm not even transformed. Okay, so maybe his powers are developing. Maybe he's becoming more kaiju or getting more in touch with his kaiju abilities. But because of this, he's suddenly remembered the Vice Captain Shishiro. Oh, okay. The next panel, we see the second humanoid kaiju expand to past building size, and we see Vice Captain Shishiro saying, he's stating the obvious too. It's turning giant. The position of its core has shifted. I wasn't able to destroy it. Okay, so he wasn't able to take it out, and this isn't the humanoid kaiju being destroyed. Then I think he's transforming. He's definitely transforming, and we see do this a similar thing that the first humanoid kaiju did, but it starts to sprout heads and mutate. It's turned into this almost like giant kaiju membrane, and it's just shooting out high pressure steam, super high temperature steam, and dragging it into training grounds was the right call. This is Vice Captain Shishiro's thoughts on this. He's popped his gas mask on so he can breathe. Its fortitude is climbing with the discharge of the heat. So that's the console operator. So the second humanoid kaiju is transforming. I'm gonna call him Fight. I'm just gonna call him Fight until we get a proper name for him, because that was his one character trait he showed, that he liked to fight. So Fight he's transforming into. It kind of looks like almost like a stag beetle. It is I do love its new transformation, and even the console operator seems to be noticing this, and it's upped its power to Fortitude 9, which, if I believe, is around the same power level as Kafka. Ooh. Ooh. But because he's transformed, the Vice Captain Shishiro, he doesn't stand a chance. This is coming from the console operator Okanagi herself. So, oh, let's pray for Captain Shishiro. Let's pray. Oh, but the second form kaiju is now building size, fist straight down, and I don't think he's hit. I don't think he's hit the Vice Captain, but we'll see. And obviously, Vice Captain Shisho's dodged it, running up the kaiju's arm. So this kaiju is like building size, so I'd say bigger than a house. He's running up his arm. Number 3, Return Slasher, tries to take out this giant kaiju now, but he's darting around, he's jumping about, he's trying to blitz this giant creature, but it doesn't seem to be having any effect. He's cutting through him, but not all the way through, so he's not making like deep enough damage. The blade's not cutting all the way through. He says himself, this is why the giant class kaiju suck. This goes back to Vice Captain Shishiro's preferred fighting style. Because of his fighting style, he's best class to fight medium to humanoid sized kaiju. His abilities are more tailored to that, and that's what his suit draws out more for him. So he's able to blitz his opponents. So we'll see how he's gonna adapt to this. I got out my attack speed to break through the core on its back. It's the only way I'll. Oh, what's this? He stopped. He's only stopped mid-fight. He's clutching his chest. No, he's clutching his throat. He's bleeding. He's got the blood. He's got the nose. He's got the blood drip. It's coming down. It's trickling. Oh, it's overheat now. He's been exerting himself quite a bit. I fighting the kaiju in the previous chapter, and now because the kaiju's transformed, he's having to exert himself even more. And now it's already been 10 minutes since the maximum release. Console operator says back at the base, maintaining that state any longer is dangerous because we already know he's using quite a significant amount of power in order to take on this kaiju. So he's got 1 minute left. He's got 1 minute lasting. We'll see how he gets out of this. But the second form kaiju summons more monsters, more Petrosaur type kaiju. So they're flying toward him. The Yoju, as they call him in the series, and they're about to attack Vice Captain Shoshiro. And we quickly pan to, and we see an explosion. It's self-destructing. They're self-destructing kaiju. So we got, this is going to be a tough one for him. It's self-destructed. This is kind of cold-blood. This is the kind of cold-blooded attack I'd expect from a kaiju. It pretty much turned them into living missiles. This is Captain Shoshiro's. But he comes out. He didn't seem to be that damaged. He just darts out. It makes for more of a mighty fine smoke screen. Number 6. Okay, so he's geared up for another attack. He's managed to dart around and he's going to attack the second kaiju from behind. So he managed to dodge the explosion. Easy. I wouldn't expect anything less from a vice captain, and especially what we saw in chapter 27. Now. Now this is my favorite panel of the chapter. It is Shoshiro jumping from the top in order to take out the kaiju from the back, but the second form kaiju, it's such a cool shot, but it kind of grosses me out at the same time, because that kind of Cthulhu Lovecraft gives that Cthulhu Lovecraftian vibe, and that stuff's always kind of creeped me out, but always fascinated me as well. But the second form kaiju's back has started to mutate, has started to adapt and open up, and now there's eyes on his back. There's at least 10 eyes that have just opened up on his back while Shoshiro is in midair trying to take him out. But because of this, the second form kaiju, he's seen this, and he's just went to attack Shoshiro. He's giant fist straight at him. Shoshiro has no time to react to this, and just decimates him, blasts him through multiple buildings, and that's the end of the chapter. Maximum overheat increase deactivated, and Vice Captain's taken out. And now, because that chapter was somewhat shorter and action-packed, I did enjoy it, but it's got what's going to happen to Vice Captain. He could die. Could he die? I mean, it's quite early. This is quite early in the series, chapter 28. If we to see the Vice Captain get killed so soon, but I definitely think Kafka's going to make his way, because we saw that his kaiju sense has been triggered, so he knows something's going on with the Vice Captain and the second form kaiju. So I definitely think Kafka's going to turn up, and he's going to save Captain Shoshiro. Now, if Captain Shoshiro is going to be aware that it's Kafka saving him, because Kafka will probably transform before he gets to the battlefield, because if Vice Captain Shoshiro finds out that he's Kaiju number 8, then the rest of Kafka's day is going to be spent on an operating table, being dissected and having his brain lobotomized to find out what's the cause of his transformations. But yeah, that is the end of the chapter. It was a dope chapter. I'd give like Kaiju number 8 is one of my favorite upcoming series, and this is my first chapter review of it. So I'll be doing another chapter review of the following chapter 28 that will be coming out this week as well once the chapter's released. And I get like, comment, subscribe. Comment below, tell me what you thought of chapter 28 of Kaiju number 8. Did you like it? I mean, what are your thoughts? I personally don't think that Shoshiro is going to die so soon. Because it has Attack on Titan vibes with the whole giant monster theme, but it's not as, I'd say it's not as not heavy-handed, but not as willing to kill off its main characters as Attack on Titan. But maybe with time, maybe chapter 29 could change all of that. We'll see what happens this week. So take care, guys. Keep it fresh and keep it funky. I'm 36 James of Funk, and peace.